I'm with Nick Hurd, who's Shadow Minister for Charity, Social Enterprise and Volunteering, and we're at an event at Nesta on mass localism, and we've had some great ideas, policy ideas, not least from Nick, about how in future encourage local initiatives. But Nick, how do you, in practice, bridge the gap between the policy ideas and the local inertias and difficulties of making things happen, releasing local innovation?
I think you've just got to give people a sense that it's worth getting involved because they've got a chance of making a difference to something that they care about. And that's what I've tried to do through taking the Sustainable Communities Act through Parliament, which is all about trying to give communities and socially responsible citizens a chance to influence the decisions that will shape the future of their communities. It's about giving people that sense of potential and possibility to make a difference. And then if we're successful in that, and I don't underestimate how difficult that will be, then I think we will energise people to step forward.
Some of the other words I heard coming up strongly were transparency, leadership and partnerships. Are those issues?
They're important words. I think transparency is hugely important because we've got to give people the information on what's being done now if they're to have the chance to really argue for things to be done differently, particularly in the way that money is allocated and spent in a particular area. And again, that's a feature of the Sustainable Communities Act, to give communities that information. The concept of partnership, I think, is very important, and you know, the current financial crisis does, I think, create an opportunity for people to think in different ways about how to get things done, and more often than not, I see around the country people are thinking more in terms of partnership and working with others to make things happen better.
And you put a lot of emphasis on the Sustainable Communities Act. Do you think that gives sufficient instruments to future governments to push quite a long way forward on this?
I think it's a start, and I think it's not rhetoric. It's something that exists. It's an opportunity that exists today, which is why I wanted to talk about it. But I'm under no illusions, even as the proud parent of that act. It's certainly a start, not a finish. But it's about trying to put a foot in the door and giving people a sense that it's worth getting involved because they can change things.